Baker. These are also from Marigold. These are customer top rated, over 150 5-star reviews on these. We have them for you in a 36 or a 51-inch size. They're both on 4 easy pays. They both come in blue or the gray that you're looking at there on the video. And is that all we have left in both sizes? Okay, so we'll take a look at other colors as well. All right, so they sound amazing. So this is the smaller one. It's 36 inches. And then over here, because these are longer, you get a deeper tone. And this is the 51-inch size. So these are the blue ones. We also showed you the gray on the video. Here comes the other colors, only in the 51-inch. So we have teal, yellow available as well. So we have teal, yellow, blue, and gray in the 51-inch, which is the big bold sound here. Sounds like church bells. Or if you want the smaller one, we have blue or gray. Jennifer, I'm not going to stop making this noise. Come on in here. It's so gorgeous.
Well, don't stop. They're that pretty. You don't have to.
I know. So listen, everyone loves wind chimes. Some people collect them. Wind chimes are not all created equal. Some of them are just little tinkle things that look pretty and they just make a tinkly sound. These are actually hand-tuned. These play actual notes, and they have a beautiful resonating sound with even just the slightest little bit of wind, because you have, this is all important too. We often talk about the chimes. We don't talk about the wind catcher, but you see how this is shaped? So this is large. It's like a large scoop of wind every time. So even on a slightly breezy day, you're going to get some sound from these, right?
You absolutely are. And there's other fabulous features that we've built into these for you. We've included a hook at the top, so you can hang this from a shepherd's hook, or if you have like a little rail or a hook in your ceiling like I do, you can put them up there, or even just put like a little screw in the tree branch that you want to hang it from, and that would be fine. We have a metal circle here that all of these bells hang from, and that helps them not to get tangled up when the wind starts blowing. And then the real star of the show are the bells themselves. So each of these, I'm going to grab one, is made out of a special metal alloy that will never fade its color. It will never rust because they're made of metal, and they will also never lose their sound. So each one of these is a different length, and that corresponds to a different note. The longer the pole is, the deeper the note. That's why the longer set, the 51-inch, that's why they sound so much deeper. And so what we've done is we've made sure that when we make these bells, we literally tune them by hand, and we check them by hand to make sure that they're not too sharp, they're not too flat, it's not an A when it should be a C.
Right.
So you get basically a set of musical instruments, 5 hand-tuned bells in your set. And we've done another really nice feature with the clapper that's in the middle. Let's say you live somewhere in like an apartment complex or a townhouse community like I do, and you want these to chime but not super loud. You can raise and lower this. There's a little
bungee pin or button thing. Yeah, a little bungee button. So you can
and if you raise that up towards the top, that will let these still chime, but it's not going to be as loud. It's almost like a volume setting, which is really cool. I love that we've given you that. And then you already talked about that kite-shaped wind catcher at the bottom. It's curved to make sure that every breeze that comes through, it's going to scoop it, like you said.
It's like a scoop of wind.
Yes, and I love how we've given you the bright sounds of the 36-inch wind chimes, but last year, so many of you loved a 51-inch option that we had in a different pattern. So we brought the same size back, but in this beautiful striped pattern. So you could have your choice of both.
Yeah, we've done paw prints, we've done musical notes, we've done solids, but I think that these are very classic. They just have the pretty little stripe detail at the top and bottom. So again, we have blue and gray, if it's a pale gray, if you want the 36-inch with this sound, the lighter sound. Or if you want the big deep sound of the 51-inch, which is this one, that one comes in blue and gray, and also in, remind me, Jennifer? teal in the large one. And what's the fourth color? Yellow. Okay. So teal, yellow, blue, and gray if you want this one, which makes these beautiful deep notes. There's the yellow. And then we have the gray and blue only in the 36-inch for the higher notes. So pretty. Oh my gosh, they sound gorgeous, don't they?
They really do. And if you get a couple sets, like if you get 2 of the 51-inch or 2 of the 36-inch, it almost starts to sound like a choir.
Yes.
I'm trying to put mine back up and I'm like, boy, it sounds like I'm part of a pipe organ group over here. But what I like about these is that you're able to get that deep resonating church bell sound from the 51-inch options. So if you're somebody that likes that deeper tone, like I know my mother-in-law was really itching for a set that had that lower tone. I love that we've given you that. And these are the classic ones. These are the bright, sparkling. They almost remind me of like a fairy tale. Like if you're reading a fairy tale story and they tell you to turn the page, they'll make this like sparkling noise and then you turn the page. That's what they remind me of. And they're just so bright and happy and cheery. And if you think about your outdoor space, we always think about like our flowers and our little accents, like the Barber King plant stanters and stuff like that. But don't forget about the sounds that you can put in your garden, like with fountains or with wind chimes. Like your garden space is an oasis for the senses. So don't forget about your sense of sound. They're very soothing when you hear wind chimes. It kind of puts you in this lovely Zen state that instantly relaxes you. And again, if you don't want them to chime very loudly, you can just move that clapper up a little bit and you'll still get that beautiful sound,
Just
but it's a little
they're
bit
hitting the
quieter.
very top. So
Right here.
So let me just show you. You just press the little button and slide it up.
Yes.
So if they'll be up here. So it's softer. But
Yeah,
then when
just
you
a
slide
little
it back
bit
down,
quieter.
so they're hitting the clappers hitting in the center of the chimes. You can see you get that beautiful church. This is the more popular set, by the way, because listen to it. It's like church bells.
I know.
So gorgeous.
It's really lovely. And again, I'm so happy that we've brought the 51-inch in this pattern because it's got a very lovely modern sort of look to it. You know, these stripes, they're all different widths. That's such a like a modern contemporary sort of a design pattern, but it's on something that's very traditional, like a set of wind chimes. And I love that juxtaposition. It's really pleasing.
All right, I'm just captivated by these. I have a lot of wind chimes. These are outstanding. So if you are someone who's looking for a great gift for Mother's Day, just a wonderful gardening gift, housewarming gift, hostess gift, everyone will love these. Please don't forget to put a couple of sets in your own yard as well. It really does make it a tranquil oasis, doesn't it? So
it absolutely does.
You're looking there at the teal, which is like a light turquoise color. We also have a bright yellow, the cobalt blue, or the silver in the bigger ones, which are 51-inch. If you want the smaller 36-inch, blue and silver is all that remains. Thank you, Jennifer.
Oh, it's my pleasure.